Love is as critical for your mind and body as oxygen. It's not negotiable. The more connected you are, the healthier you will be both physically and emotionally. The less connected you are, the more you are at risk. It is also true that the less love you have, the more depression you are likely to experience in your life. Love is probably the best antidepressant there is because one of the most common sources of depression is feeling unloved. Most depressed people don't love themselves and they do not feel loved by others. They also are very self-focused, making them less attractive to others and depriving them of opportunities to learn the skills of love. There is a mythology in our culture that love just happens. As a result, the depressed often sit around passively waiting for someone to love them. But love doesn't work that way. To get love and keep love, you have to go out and be active and learn a variety of specific skills. Most of us get our ideas of love from popular culture. We come to believe that love is something that sweeps us off our feet. But the pop culture ideal of love consists of unrealistic images created for entertainment, which is one reason so many of us are set up to be depressed. It's part of our national vulnerability, like eating junk food, constantly stimulated by images of instant gratification. We think it is love when it's simply distraction and infatuation. One consequence is that when we hit real love, we become upset and disappointed because there are many things that do not fit the cultural ideal. Some of us get demanding and controlling, wanting someone else to do what we think our ideal of romance should be, without realizing our ideal is misplaced. It is not only possible but necessary to change one's approach to love to ward off depression. Follow these action strategies to get more of what you want out of life, to love and be loved. Recognize the difference between limerence and love. Limerence is the psychological state of deep infatuation. It feels good but rarely lasts. Limerence is that first stage of mad attraction whereby all the hormones are flowing and things feel so right. Limerence lasts, on average, 6 months. It can progress to love. Love mostly starts out as limerence, but limerence doesn't always evolve into love. Know that love is a learned skill, not something that comes from hormones or emotion particularly. Erich Fromm called it an act of will. If you don't learn the skills of love, you virtually guarantee that you will be depressed, not only because you will not be connected enough but because you will have many failure experiences. Learn good communication skills. They are a means by which you develop trust and intensify connection. The more you can communicate, the less depressed you will be because you will feel known and understood. There are always core differences between two people, no matter how good or close you are, and if the relationship is going right, those differences surface. The issue then is to identify the differences and negotiate them so that they don't distance you or kill the relationship. You do that by understanding where the other person is coming from, who that person is, and by being able to represent yourself. When the differences are known, you must be able to negotiate and compromise on them until you find a common ground that works for both.